Yo, what up, YouTube? It's the Real Boss TV 815, man. I got my homegirl Cash Money with me. You know what
We
I'm saying?
do.
Yes, sir. Now y'all already know we come here to talk about today, man. The shot, man, it's getting hot, and a lot of people are speculating on whether or not Emmett is really gone or not. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna just take a look at some things and see what's really going on. We gonna give y'all a little sneak peek too. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just stay tuned. We're gonna turn up. I'm gonna let a few people get on up in here, you know what I'm saying? Then we're gonna take a look at this. Let's see. Got nothing I wanna work for me today. All right. So, as we all know, I don't know how far you caught up on the Cash, but since you've been watching it, Duda is gone, Nuckton took over,
Yeah, I need to
Reg,
catch up.
yeah, Reg going crazy, you know what I'm saying? And it's just been a lot of mess. Now, so basically, you know what I'm saying? His brother, he got a gambling problem, right? So he took some of the money from the restaurant and gamble it. But the thing about it with me is, I'm like, bro, you going to gambling anonymous and stuff, and then you gonna go back and kick it with Reg and them and gamble with Reg? Like everybody in the shot is looking for Reg right now. Like he's the problem.
Mm.
So he good at like trivia and stuff. Like he know a lot about sports. And Reg was asking him a couple questions, and then he answered all the questions. So Reg asked him to bet like 5 racks to tell him how many steals Jordan had, and how many points and all that, type of thing. And he
Mm.
got it wrong. And Reg flipped it on him and said, he said, hey. He said, all right. He said, yeah. He said, that's what I thought. He said, nigga, I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you if you don't come up with my 5 racks. So he yeah, like he set the little nigga up like, and I'm like, why is you even gambling with Reg, bro? Like, come on, man. Out of all the people,
Mm.
he cutthroat. I'm gonna
Know
see if
better
I
to
can
do
even.
better.
I'm gonna see if I could pull the little clip, but come on, man, not Reg, man. So he out there do or die trying to get this money, borrowing money from everybody. He come up with 4 racks. You know what I'm saying? He come up with 4 racks. He try to bring it to Reg, like acting like it's cool because his 4 racks is just a little dumb bet, right?
Yeah.
Reg get to dogging him out, stomping him out, everything. The little homie, and that's supposed to be his homeboy, which I don't understand that.
Mm.
So he come back to Emmett crib because that's where he lived, all messed up. And the crazy thing about it is you know, Emmett drunk already. He done found out that old boy that was dating the Red's brother, the one that was dating the trans. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think I know you're talking about. Yeah.
So Emmett find out that old boy pretty much dating his baby mama. So he played it cool, like shook hands man to man, because he came to him like a man. But he was real upset about that. And then he see his brother come through the door and he drunk. So we all know Emmett ain't really like that, right? He rushed through the door, caught Reg by surprise, started beating the mess out of him. Reg popped him.
Mm.
And he laying there bleeding out. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can go ahead and show that part. But we'll do this first. See how that works. So he pretty much got Emmett laying there bleeding out. You know what I'm saying? And in his mind, he kind of messed up about it though, which I guess is cause it's crazy because Reg got some kind of respect for Emmett. You feel me?
Mhm.
Because he know Emmett ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? And his brother and all of them, they all rock with Emmett.
Yeah.
But right there, like if you see it, it look real bad. You know what I mean? It look pretty
Mhm.
bad, and it really don't look like he gonna make it. And I seen some sneak peeks of the next episode. It kind of look like either he don't make it or he like in real bad, like critical condition or something right now.
Mm. Okay.
Because it's looking like he ain't gonna make it. You see what I'm saying? That's what it's looking like. It's looking like he ain't gonna make it. Let's see here. But the thing is, everybody's saying like, can they do that? You know what I'm saying? Can they kill Emmett off? Which we know the Shy has been infamous for killing off like people we would consider as the main characters.
Mhm. Yeah.
Which we know this whole show is really centered around Emmett. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Like I say, it's kind of crazy. But I think a lot of people gonna be upset because from what I heard or from what I've seen is Emmett has another project or another movie, like some other big stuff he finna do. So that's
Mm.
probably why they're gonna kill. That's why they probably gonna kill him off the show.
Okay. Probably gonna start making some more money. So yeah, I understand. Sure.
but you ain't really caught up on this right now like that.
Yeah. I
See,
think I need to get on it.
yeah, we need to get you caught up. But I'm gonna let you take. I'm gonna let y'all see the sneak peek. Let's see if I can get over here with this. Let's see here. So we're gonna go. All right, so we're gonna take a look at this real quick and see what's going on. So let me think what you think this looks like. If they trying to, it's like they trying to hint that he ain't gonna be in the show no more. You know what I'm saying?
anymore. The only problem is you want to make all the rules. Somebody has to
mob
make
leader
them.
Nuck with a proposition for an uneasy alliance, combining her police influence and his underworld connections to bring Wretch to justice, signifying a tense shift in their moral orientations. Meanwhile, Damien delves deeper into his gambling addiction, placing a dangerous gamble that jeopardizes more than just his wealth, endangering his family's trust and future. Underlying it all, Alicia moves her objective from vigilante action to legal strategy, working with Judge Bradley and Tucson to keep Wretch off the streets. Now, fans have been asking us what would happen next. Let us communicate what may happen in the upcoming episode. The pressure's on, and alliances are about to crumble. Stay tuned and subscribe for episode 9 insights. In last respects, tensions in the Southside community rise as everyone strives to recover from the recent catastrophe. The episode combines these narratives into an hour of simmering suspense and emotional depth, preparing the audience for the season's tragic end.
I don't
Here's
know who
what may
this dude
happen in
is
the
right here.
upcoming episode. Nuck, now torn between his street code and his own survival instincts, makes an unexpected visit to someone he previously regarded.
Let's see something. Now I really hate that. I could let some of the audio play from the original show, but like I said, the shot just got too much copywritten music in there. It's just too much. So I ain't gonna be able to get halfway through it. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue to see what he talking about.
As an ally. This house call is more than a politeness, it's a deliberate act that exposes secret loyalties and betrayals, leaving no doubt that the neighborhood's power dynamics are rapidly changing. The visit highlights the growing mistrust and anxiety among the key individuals, particularly as their past deeds catch up with them. Meanwhile, Alicia becomes increasingly determined to pursue her own kind of justice. She pays Tiff a visit in the hospital, but her motivations aren't solely sympathetic. Rather, the chat is a turning point in her bigger plot to regain.
So I guess so. You heard what he said. So I wonder how does he know that this is finna happen? Unless he, you know what I'm saying. But it's leaked footage. But so she gonna be in the hospital with Emmett. Of course, I did see something like that. He in the hospital, like pretty much in critical condition.
Okay.
So that's how they're gonna spin it. Whether he makes it or not, like, nobody knows. But like I said, he got some new projects that he working on. So it ain't no telling. Let's see. We're gonna spin it back.
Control over circumstances and those around her. As Alicia prepares for her next steps, her cleverness and resolve become increasingly apparent. On another front, Damien, racked by guilt over his previous mistakes and the devastation they've caused, makes a solemn promise, perhaps to himself or his loved ones, indicating that he's finally ready to alter course. But, as is often the case in the Chi, the path to redemption is not easy, and this promise may come at a high cost. Episode 9 brings together loose threads from previous episodes as outside pressure grows and power dynamics shift rapidly. Characters are tested in pivotal occasions that influence their future paths. Loyalties.
So we're gonna stop it right there. But one thing I did want to mention, okay, so you know the Zaria Walls or whatever, right?
Yeah.
The girl that we was talking about.
Yes. Yep.
So what's so crazy about that is so one of my subscribers brought to my attention like 2 episodes on the Shy. Cause you know that event that Zaria went to, like they have that out there, the black beach party thing. They actually had it on the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And they were talking about, I don't know if like Emmett or somebody. I want to go back and watch the show. Emmett is somebody that they were they were out there, but they were saying that the water, the tides is too rough.
Mm,
Now, is that a now? I mean, that's definitely a coincidence, but I guess that's just from them being out there. They already know it's like that. You know what I'm saying?
possibly, yeah.
I mean, if 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 they're talking about the black boat party like that, said that like man, it'd be kind of a little rough out there. That they've been doing it for years. You know what I'm saying? So that's just something I would think is more so not much of a coincidence, just about them knowing, how that little festival goes. They said the waters be real rough. You know what I'm saying?
It's a
So it's
windy
like
city, so it's expected.
right,
Might have to get a little choppy. So,
right. So it's like, man, how did that happen, man? And we probably gonna touch on some other things too, man. Like I really want to touch on this flooding that happened, man. It's crazy. I don't know what to even think. I don't know what to think about it. So it was a video of this dude going live. He was at 24-hour fitness. He
mm,
was sitting on top of the highest point of some of the equipment,
mm,
and he was going live, and he was saying, "Hey, like this is my last live. Tell my family, whoop whoop whoop, and all that."
mm,
I was like, "Dang, that's terrible. That's messed up." You know what I'm saying?
mm,
But my thing is, I'm still trying to figure out. Now they say this didn't happen before, but how does a storm do something like that within an hour?
flash flood. Like, it's possible. Like, you just never know what's gonna happen on this earth, honestly. So,
That's flash flood. That's a flash flood for real.
hmm
Like that's different type of stuff right there, man. Like, mm I totally, I just don't understand that. Like,
the
it's
earth is
crazy.
crying out. The earth is not happy with us. So,
Watch, I'm finna share it right now. Which like this is crazy,
hmm it's,
but
it's really sad. RIP to all the people who lost their lives because, man, I could not imagine.
we out there driving, we out there the D driving, and I'm like, it was raining so hard, like it started. This was so crazy. It did start flooding fast,
Yeah.
and that's what I don't understand. Like, but for what I see is because you know how, like back in the day when we was young, we used to go down them ditches and stuff where the water be draining that you could skateboard. It got the little ramp. Like them type of things.
hmm
That they had the big sewer hole. People used to go in there, chill, smoke, do all that stuff like kids. But they don't have them like that no more. Like they done put new apartments over it and block that stuff up. So the water don't look like it got no place to drain. So when we was out in the west. I seen where it was flooded at. They had a little sewer hole, but the thing about it is that's the only one I seen over there on that side, and it was they say like the people that just be hanging out, they be stuffing, stuff all down there. So it's like pretty much in ruins. So the water don't got no place to drain
Yeah.
like it used to. Like it really
Yeah. If
because
they're not maintaining it, yeah, it's not gonna drain properly.
they too focused on building new. You see what I'm saying? Making money.
Yeah.
They dropping. See, by my old apartments, they used to have two drains over there, but they gone. And they got the big old apartments and condos over there in the back now. Like That's what they doing, and it's really no place for this the water to drain. And it's like, dang. See,
Mm-hmm.
it's everything they do is like pretty much trial and error. Like it sounds like a good idea to put all this stuff over here, this new developments over here, and cover up that stuff until this type of stuff happens. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now they got to
Right.
figure it out
Yeah.
because it's getting bad. That's the thing. It's getting bad everywhere. From Houston, you know what I'm saying? Houston got it bad.
Yeah. I
Houston
think this
damn
is a
near
wake up call for everybody.
right. You know, Houston damn near labeled as an underwater city damn near now. Like
It
they
is
letting you
under sea
know,
level. Mm-hmm.
right? They let you know like that's why it's cheaper over there. Let's
Yeah.
see what this dude say about this though. Let's see. Uh,
Texas happened 30 years ago in the same exact river? And did a Christian summer camp full of girls also go missing back then?
Good evening. It was a nightmare in broad daylight in South Texas today when a bus and a van carrying campers were caught in high waters en route to a rafting expedition. 43 people tried to reach high ground. They were swept away, most of them teenagers, and 33 have been rescued. NBC's Jane Peterson reports from Comfort, Texas, which is just south of San Antonio.
Rescue efforts began almost immediately to save the teenagers floundering in the swirling Guadalupe River.
mhm.
Helicopters pulled some of the teenagers from trees. Most of the victims hung on and reached safe ground.
It's hard to get to them through the trees.
So what's the next step?
Go back out there and try again.
The teenagers were being evacuated from Camp Pot of Gold, a Baptist church camp, during a driving rainstorm. It had begun early this morning, dumping about 11 inches of new water into the rising Guadalupe. At 8:30, their bus driver headed onto a flooding bridge.
Buses stalled out and the water was it was real deep, so we were going to try to get out and get to the road. Wasn't too far back, and it started washing people away.
Workers tried to keep an accurate list of who had been rescued and who was still missing.
Get their birthday, names, addresses.
The teenagers, all of them cold, were rushed to 2 nearby hospitals. 2 of the survivors are described as being in serious condition. After doctors examined them, most of the teenagers were taken to a school shelter. They looked relieved, but some said they worried about their friends.
I'm glad I'm here, but I'm scared for everybody else who hadn't made it yet.
Parents waited for word about their children.
We just got in contact with the hospital. She's okay. She's with Teresa.
She's okay, baby. She's okay.
The level of the Guadalupe River is dropping, now below flood stage at the accident site. The rescue effort is continuing. Workers say they'll keep searching past nightfall until every teenager has been found. Jane Peterson, NBC News, Comfort, Texas.
What does this mean? This couldn't possibly just be some strange and bizarre coincidence. I'm not going to tell you guys my thoughts on this publicly, but if you want to know what they are, head over to my Patreon page where you can view the uncensored version of this video. I'll see you guys there. God bless you.
So what you think about that?
It's really, really hard to say. Like, it's a very unfortunate situation. But,
Now this is something I also seen about the situation that I don't. The dude that was showing that he ain't on no conspiracy stuff, but he said he don't really want to speculate. But on the fourth, you know, when this started jumping off,
mhm.
a satellite picked up something strange in Mexico. You know, it flooded in Mexico somewhat too, but it wasn't as devastating. But it was some kind of like red and green fumes all the way in the sky, like high enough that they picked it up. They see it on the satellite. I seen it from the satellite point of view, and
Mm.
nobody knows what exactly what it was about.
Mm.
Do you think that they doing stuff like that?
Um, I'm not trying to speculate, but I've heard of things, how they're trying to control the weather and different sorts, but honestly, I'm not really sure.
Because what one thing about it is whenever you experiment when they experiment, they take the risk to see what happens. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And we know that they love to experiment on everything out here.
Oh yeah, it could have been.
And I just
Only God
can't
knows.
I just can't figure out like I still just can't figure out how does in an hour, all of that happen. Cause like the people that, you know, when that happened, a lot of people was like sleep.
Yeah, yeah.
They said it was like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Hmm.
So it wasn't that much of an issue. Earlier I seen videos of people, they was all outside and stuff. They wasn't really tripping like that, but it's like how did this I don't know, man. I was like, how did this happen, man?
Well, it could have been prevented if there was warnings, but I've heard that President Trump defunded some of those weather stations out there or something like that.
Mm.
So nobody was warned. And there was an issue like that when Obama was in office, and I believe in that same spot. And yeah, if they had some type of warning, I'm sure there wouldn't have been as many lives lost.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, it's crazy. And then I seen on the news they said some of the areas that where they do that, they said they had some was low on staff and some had more staff than needed.
Yeah, yeah,
But they basically just saying there's no way that that they would have necessarily just known like that. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like any warning is better than no warning. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
if it was even just 2 minutes, like the first sign of something.
Yeah, I mean, see, that's what made me think it was this something more a little more super natural that happened. That's why they can't explain it.
Well, hey, we're all supernatural in some way. So, but
Right, because
everything happens for a reason. So,
that's a lot of water. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of water that got dropped. Like
yeah,
that's that's not. Oh no, man. When you seeing when you seeing that video, you see how that water's rushing through them houses like that.
yeah,
That's something different.
yeah.
Because you could tell that the people they didn't even understand what's going on. And that it looked what's so crazy about it, it looked like they probably didn't even know they could possibly survive that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because of the way they looking at it, like they like what you know what I'm saying? What is going on? Like what could have even caused this? I mean, this shit's sad though, man. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah, it is. It's extremely.
Now so Stu was telling me that his wife got some family members out there that and then she had lost her nephew.
Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, and like her brother-in-law.
Damn. Hmm.
Right. So yeah, I don't know. That's kind of throw, man. When they said Texas, I was like, hold on, Texas. But you know, there's so many parts in Texas. I don't know. I be hearing about new places in Texas every day.
Right. There's always something going on in Texas. I swear.
But I gave you that link so you can catch up on the shy or whatnot. Just
Yeah.
trying to see what everybody talk about. I don't know why this it gave me a lot of trouble today. I ain't gonna lie, boy. Ooh wee. I'm almost ready to go ahead and just get off. And my stuff ain't and my YouTube ain't even updated. Like this little like it's showing like I'm live, but it's not showing like I'm live. It's not showing a green on there. Which I can't explain that either. It's still
Mm,
not showing it. It's still showing that it's still scheduled.
see, you're on here.
Right, but on mine it's saying it's still scheduled. It don't even show like it's active, but when I click on it, it is. You see what I'm saying?
Mm,
Like
having
it,
some technical difficulties.
yeah, it's not showing it. Like, let me see. Hey Siri, restart my. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go grab something. But yeah, like that. It's strange because when you click on it, it's going, but from the outside looking in, it don't look like it live started yet. It still says scheduled, which is crazy to me. I don't understand. Like I'm looking at everything like, yeah, I know we live.
Hmm.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
All right, I'm back. So let me take a look at this to see if it's doing the same thing.
Okay. But you got to reset your internet.
Nah, I'm just hoping. I'm just thinking maybe it's just my phone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it could be. Okay, my phone be acting up too.
Okay, yeah. So it's updated a little bit now. Like it's just slow. I don't know what be going on. It's slow. It's
Mm,
real backdated because it's only showing like 30 people watching, but it's really not. It's like 200.
yeah. Let's see, 254 right now.
I'm finna call Spectrum in the morning, man, because they got me messed up. They been tripping. But yeah, I want to see. So let's just get back into this shot. But on this shot thing, man, like every one thing about the shot, every single thing about it be pissing me off. I ain't gonna lie.
What about it be pissing you off?
Well, it's just for one, I don't even see how Nook is playing everybody. You know what I'm saying? So Nook killed Tiff's boyfriend,
Yeah.
and he's sitting there in her face. He runs a business with her and her boyfriend's mom. But she like a big boss, but he done convinced her that was some other dude. You see what I'm saying? And he's trying to holler at Tiff. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, everything is. I see how they got how they can keep it so dramatic because everything is played so close to each other. Everybody like borderline. You know what I'm saying? Finna get into some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That even Emmett, he felt like he's just in the clear, but he got too much shit going on because Nut is doing all this shady stuff, and he taking care of Nut's baby. They like so buddy. He don't know. Emmett ain't with none of that, so he don't really know about all the stuff that's going on. But it's so crazy that okay, so check it out. Emmett's girl, Tiff, right? She started dating the big boss. So they the ones that the big boss. She run a lot of stuff. She was the one that was partnered up with Duda. Old girl from A Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
Okay.
The crazy chick, right?
Mhm.
So Nook killed her son. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
she got a whole business with Tiff and him. And he's just sitting there acting like, you know what I'm saying? He playing the role like he ain't did nothing wrong. But eventually they gonna find out, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then that's gonna cause a wedge between Emmett and Tiff because she didn't even like the fact that Tiff and Emmett have a kid together. She said like the thing that Tiff and Emmett and Emmett's girl, wife right now, like she's like it's just a big old ghetto mess.
Mhm.
But when she
Yeah.
find out, it's gonna be some problems.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gonna be some trouble.
so all of them like I don't know I don't know how I want to word it. It's like man, they're playing the streets real close to each other. And then once Tiff finds out Nook did it, like you see what I'm saying? And they co-parenting kids together. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's messy.
So it's like, how you gonna get out of this situation when the shit hit the fan? You gonna look like the shadiest person ever in the world, my nigga. Like I think that nigga, like Nook, I don't know. I don't think he gonna last that long in this season. Honestly.
The truth always comes to the light. So
Cause he actually getting scared himself. He actually scared. You know what I'm saying? He said it. That's why he riding around with the preacher and stuff. You know what I mean? He riding around with the preacher, trying to pay tithes and stuff.
that's funny.
Right. Did you realize that you just did a little too much? Let's see here. I really want to pull up some of this footage of the show, but something telling me don't do it. Don't do it, cause it's showtime and they can pick that up like instantly. You know what I'm saying? Like within a minute, they can pick that up.
Mm.
But I don't know. We gonna have to take it. Like I'm just ready for the next. What days does it come out? Does it come out on Thursdays?
I can't even tell you.
Yeah, that's what I'm still trying to figure out. Like, what days does it come out? I'm thinking it comes out today. I mean, I wonder if I got the new episode. Because if it comes out today on the Paramount app, it's gonna be out right now. Because I said it's 12. Let me take a look here.
I don't know. It could have been say Tuesday. Could be. I'm trying to remember what day.
Oh yeah, today is Tuesday, right?
Yeah, well
I,
Wednesday now, but yeah.
I want to say it comes out Thursday. That's what I think, but I'm not sure about it. But yeah, I remember you was telling me about Mellow Bands. What are they? Mellow Bucks or whatever? What's her
Mellow
name?
Bucks. Yeah,
Yeah,
Mellow
Mellow
Bucks.
Bucks. And I was like, man, that's crazy right there.
Yeah. Too much going on in Chicago.
But they got like a whole war going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Always something.
it seemed like if she wasn't deep in there, if she wasn't deep into that, she probably wouldn't be doing on me. Like she had to feel like she wasn't deep in there with them. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it probably wasn't even really her. It's probably somebody that was at the party
Right.
because it was her album release, something like that. So it was a whole bunch of people up there. So ain't no telling who they was coming for.
But they say that she linked in with the rivals that's supposed to be like G Herbo type people and stuff.
Mm.
Which in Chicago, that ain't gonna sound too far fetched because everybody linked up. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
the thing about Chicago gangs is they like that's what makes Chicago crazy because they got like cliques. You see what I'm saying? They like
Crazy.
clicked. Like
Hmm.
so they trying to say, I believe they said that like the gang that she affiliated with is mixed with Stones and GDs. That's what they saying. So that's like a
Mm.
clique, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hmm.
That's just specifically going on out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's kind of like how you see like Fort Worth versus Dallas. Like, or in Dallas you got Oak Cliff. They don't, rock with Holly Hills. You know what I mean? And if the Holly Hills niggas out there, if the Oak Cliff niggas are like different stuff like that, or like South Dallas and Holly Hills, but Chicago they like specifically just beefing with they themselves, they city,
Yeah. Hmm.
and everybody out there somewhat affiliated because it's like a form of protection. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if you grew up on a block, you know what I'm saying? Like if you grew up on a block, I mean, the only thing you could do is just stay inside, right?
That's the safest thing to do, but shit, that come for you inside too. Shit. If they want to get you, they gonna come get you.
Well, I'm saying like I'm just saying like if your people and your cousins and people you grew up with in school is this and that, like your whole block, you know what I'm saying? How do you go out? You know what I'm saying? Like how do you? Because who you gonna kick it with?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because I watched a documentary where they was talking about well, a lot of people don't know that happened in Chicago. They shut down like 200 schools, you know, and those like minority based schools. So they said what happened was, a lot of kids was waiting at the bus stop and the bus didn't ever come.
Hmm.
So now you got people from opposite turfs all out in the street, basically because now people from way over here got to go way over there. You know what I mean? And that's what
Yeah.
started different alliances within the streets too. But also when they did that stuff with Larry Hoover, like I don't know what is about with Chicago when it came to that. Like they was really just trying to destroy some shit.
Fuck some shit up. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the government, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why I say you gotta think about its cause and effect. Like so if you got a bunch of ruthless projects and you close them down and you make them move to the south side, you see what I'm saying? What do you think gonna happen?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like it don't even make no sense at all.
It really don't. It's really senseless. Like it really don't make sense. Like I grew up in Chicago, and then Chicago now is not the Chicago that it used to be,
Right.
and it's unfortunate, And I hope we get it together soon because very soon, if we don't, ain't gonna be nobody left because everybody's getting taken out. Like it's like they don't even have rules or anymore. It's like women and kids they used to be off limits, but now they don't care.
Right. But my thing is, cause I got some people from out there. Like my granddad was from out there. But the only thing that I can't never understand is why do they have all the projects pretty much connected with each other all the way? You see what I'm saying? I really never just seen no stuff like that. Like Fifth Ward is on the other side from the other projects in Houston. You know what I'm saying? From the 19th ward, like they're not. See, these people gotta go to the store and stuff. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Why would you put? Because like, so you look at Chicago, you got all the streets, 64th, 63rd, all that. They just all down in the line, like they all pretty much connected to each other. It don't make no sense.
Yeah.
It's like it seemed like at one point that when they did that, when they like back in the day, I guess when they made like government housing and stuff, they didn't think it through. They just said, let's put them all over here. You see what I'm saying? And let them kill each other. Basically, shit.
The government don't give a damn.
Right? Because you,
They just
you,
see us as numbers anyway, so they trying to eliminate as many of us as possible. So
right? Because you know how the projects ain't. The projects don't never be all in one area. You know what I'm saying?
well, it depends on what city you in.
Right. That's what I'm saying. This is
So
it. I ain't look at this. I ain't never seen like. Well, I see like my kinfolk driving down the strip. It's miles and miles of projects on one. You know what I'm saying? Strip.
yeah,
I ain't never seen nothing like that before. Like I hear you got the East Dallas Project, you got North. You see what I'm saying? They're not like all lined up with each other. Like that ain't gonna work.
Yeah, it's fucked up. I thought about going back to Chicago. I was even thinking about trying to go out there for my birthday, but you know what? I'm like, I think I'm good for right now. I might
Yeah,
have to wait on that trip.
and they talking about what they saying. O Block is in some trouble. Like I gotta look up what I was saying. They saying like they trying to give everybody out there 100 years.
Mhm.
Everybody that was involved. You know what I'm saying? With ducks. Let me take a look at it. Cause you got let me see. Oh, I put this. I had some notes that I took there. Okay, so it says so so it's saying like the way that they got the way that they got them was with cell phone tags, license plate scans, bunch of phone logs. They caught it with a license plate readers on the escape route. There's all the cell towers, text and IG messages that hit it at the planning and stuff. And they say like what a lot of people don't understand is they saying the police is targeting drill music out there big time.
Really.
Hmm.
Mhm. I heard they trying to eliminate hip hop on Carnival cruises.
Dang, why? Because it's getting too rowdy.
Shit, your guess is just as good as mine, but I don't know.
Yeah, probably don't want that turn up, man. Like, I don't know. Well, eventually the game gonna change regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like drill music got its run right now, but the way it's looking, like the drill rappers don't even really get a chance to sign the record deal. Social media got everybody so hyped up because they seen some success in it, but nobody ain't paying attention to the downfall in it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
yeah, Whoop Whoop and them went, what's the name of them went viral, but did you see what happened? You know what I'm saying? Like for real,
Yeah, yeah.
we seeing it
Gotta be
all the
careful
time.
what we put out because what you put out, you gonna get back. So,
Right, because really anybody could just blow up on social media right now. You just gotta do some over the top stuff, some criminal stuff. You know what I'm saying? And go viral with it, and hope that you make it to where you can. You see what I'm saying? To where you can get away and reap the benefits. But I guess what benefits? I guess that is the benefits, huh?
I guess people want to be
That's the
famous,
benefits.
but
Yeah, that's the benefits that you get when you doing all that.
yeah, yeah.
You know, nothing else come with it but that.
I don't want to be famous. I just want to be rich. Like you can keep the fame. Like honestly, I don't even want
I'm
to be known. Like
I,
recognize none of that.
Yeah, our money ain't good money.
It sure ain't. And if you live by the gun, you die by it too. So a lot of people are not aware of these laws of life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, 'cause when you know better, you do better.
Right. It's funny that you say that. We say laws of life. I don't think
Hmm.
no. I don't think people even think about it. They just only see what they want. You know what I'm saying, or what they desire. Which desire is just a moment. It's a situational feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
As desire is not lifelong. Desire is something that you feel at the moment.
Yeah.
But the laws of, the laws of life, which is crazy. The laws of life, it complements a lot of the laws of the land.
Oh yeah.
I feel like a lot of the laws of the land was somewhat loosely made off of laws of life. It's just we know out here that you know we do wrong, and we kind of, but everything makes sense. Like, if you steal from people, then somebody's gonna steal from you.
Oh yeah. If not from you, from your kin folk. Like
Hmm.
it's like it. If it misses you, it's gonna get you to the next generation. Like,
Right. It's like it's almost like inevitable. Like you can't even, like, you should you should expect that. You know what I mean?
hmm karma is a mother. Like, little people know,
Right.
honey. What you reap is what you sow, baby. Okay. So if you ain't ready to reap it, don't sow it.
Yeah, because it's like, man, it's cause and effect.
Sure is.
It's
But a
very
lot of people
simple.
are following what they see on TV, the music they listen to. That's why they say be careful what you listen to. You know what I'm saying? Be careful what you open your spirit up to, because you just don't know what
Right.
implications and things come with that.
But you would think that people should understand that, like,
They don't. You know what?
that.
Why we lack is because we don't know. We don't have that. We don't care about the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? It says our people perish because a lack of knowledge. Like,
Yeah, lack of
knowledge is
knowledge.
power. You know what I'm saying? And man,
Yeah, and a lot of time, like, how we was talking about how they could possibly be doing stuff like messing with the weather and stuff.
yeah, yeah, I've
So,
heard that.
they get knowledge off of experimenting, right?
Mhm.
But see, they ain't experimenting on themselves. You see what I'm
No,
saying?
no.
See, people out here experimenting with this shit, but you're experimenting on yourself. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, with them motherfuckers, when the people that's making all these things and the trial and error with, they are way somewhere else where they see the results of what happens with they try this and try that. You know what I'm saying? People out
Mhm.
here really trying this and trying that with they body. You know what I'm saying? With themselves. And you don't
Yeah.
get too much trial and error with that, right?
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, people be really trying some things, like not understanding that, this ain't really something, like, if you're doing it personally, that is not might not be something you can come back from.
Yeah.
But everybody got this perception of the way things go or should go. You know what I'm saying? Or should be.
Or appear to be. Yeah.
Hmm.
A lot of things are based off appearances, and you don't even know what's going on behind the scenes, or
Mm-mm.
So, hmm,
Right.
it's
That's why I
crazy.
say, when you look at reality TV shows and stuff, and people be like, "Oh, they look at their life like it's," but really, it's just a show, and they can do that because of the way their life is now. You see what I'm saying? Like they can actually do that.
Mm.
Everybody else want to do that, but they don't know what it took for them to do that, and they don't know how they really living. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy because it's it's really programming. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Because have you ever noticed? Let me ask you this: have you ever noticed whenever you get let's see who's Miss Boss? What's up with it, Miss Boss? That's Mo Bear. What's up with it, man? If you want to, you can hit that link. If you want to join the conversation, man, we trying to turn up for a little bit before we get off. But yeah, what was I just saying? Oh,
Programming.
yeah, because okay, think about this. Whenever you watching TV and the screen go black and it go beep, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What does it say after that? Whenever the show gonna come back on, so now back to your regular programming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Frequency. All that.
Hmm.
You don't realize like we're all on a different frequency, and if we
Well,
all could get on the same frequency, it changed some stuff. But I'm not gonna get too deep on that. But you still there?
it's really like people just need to start being a little realistic, man. He
That would be
gone. They
nice.
taking him off the Mo Bear. He talking about he gone. He must be you. Hey Mo Bear, you talking about Lil Durk and him? Or who you was talking about, Mo Bear?
More bear and her face. Oh, okay. Oh, I think she's talking about Emmett. Uh,
Mm. Emmett, they taking him off. Yeah, they were saying that he got a whole new like a new like man, he finna be doing some bigger things, man. Which I like shout out to him because he did do his thing for the shot. So I know people I know he getting them deals thrown at him for sure. I know he getting them deals thrown at him. But we was talking about like with this programming, I think it at some point we're gonna have to realize that yeah, we probably is programmed somewhat. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
Cause
Mm-hmm.
I don't even like scrolling on Facebook. For some reason, as soon as I wake up, I put the phone like first thing and start scrolling. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It'd be a lot of negative stuff. You know what I'm saying? It don't be nothing positive. Like I wish I could go back. Oh yeah, yeah, he is doing music. I seen that little song he was doing, man. Yeah, he doing. I seen the song he was doing. It sounded alright. I ain't gonna lie. The little song, for him in the position he is. What's up with it, James Hudson? Yeah, but look for him. Look at this for him in the position that he's in, Emmett's in. I think his music could do a little for him from what I heard he got going. Cause I didn't know he could sing. Cash, have you seen him? He was singing and stuff.
No, I have not.
Hmm. So he got a little song that he been I seen him in the studio doing. So he doing music. He doing a lot of other stuff. Yeah, he can sing. So he just trying to step his game up. I mean, might as well because he knows about them writers and them scripts. He knows, like, I don't think he's still fighting for that title that he got with them. He knows, like, when you got to basically take off and go ahead and what I'm saying, do what you can with your brand. Because a lot of times, when you stay too loyal to stuff like that, then the whole thing could just end out of nowhere. Really, just like a job, man.
Yeah, they can let you go at any time. Cut you out
Right,
the script.
right. We just seen a lot of our favorite shows just stop. They talking about being. I don't know about BMF if it's gonna be the last one or not, but yeah. So while he got that run, that's probably what he doing. You feel me?
Hmm.
Oh, okay. Oh, what's up? I didn't know. My Bear and Fab Five. Okay, I know who that is. But yeah, like that's what I'm saying, man. We gotta kind of be. I think it's more so. The shit's just all fucked up, really. You hear me? And I ain't want to say it like that because you gotta have faith. You gotta have belief in some a higher power because it wouldn't make no sense not to anyway. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, we programmed to not do nothing right the way it's supposed to be. You see what I'm saying? Like the way things is supposed to be. Like it's like I had just started a job and this lady that she's like the trainer. She was like, "Hey man," she was telling everybody about the 401k and retirement. She said, "Hey man, if I would have said when my dad told me to start doing this, she been working for the company for 20 years.
Hmm.
She barely started doing. She said, man, y'all need to really pay attention and you see what I'm saying." Do
Yeah.
that. Just do that. Don't even think about it. Just do it because you never know. And then you sit up there working at the job 20 years. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Retirement, all that. We'll take advantage of them benefits because that's what the wealthy do. See,
Yeah.
we like to celebrate throwing money and spending racks, but the wealthy people don't spend their money. They use their credit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a
Hmm.
fact.
Yeah. You know better, we do better. That's why we got to be careful who we follow and who we allow to influence us.
Right. But when the
So,
but when the mass media influences, then we lost, right? Because their whole thing is to show us something that's enticing. You know what I'm saying? What old boy said? It's that song with Jay Z, but also it's the what do you call it? You know what I'm saying? Like we want to see some adrenaline type of shit, but it's just what sells. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta imagine, like think about it. You remember like all the TV shows like that we used to watch? They damn near rated. They PG. When we was
hmm,
growing up, like different
yeah.
world and shit. They PG, man. Every single time I watch a TV show, it got some ass out of nigga ass, female. Like
Right.
it going hard. I'm like, God dang, this is not Family Matters. You hear me?
Yeah.
Nigga,
Yeah,
I
we
grew
don't
up
have
off
the
of this.
same values we used
Right,
to, unfortunately. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
I grew up off of that. You hear me?
Yeah, I did too. So I definitely know. I'm an 80s baby, and yeah, things have definitely changed.
Right. When I was a kid, I wanted to be like that. Like I wanted to be, you see what I'm saying? But now it's like niggas want to be OnlyFans and stuff. Like you got
Yeah,
these youngsters think they grown they want to be an OnlyFans star.
yeah. They want quick money, but little they know, it's like the hard work will eventually pay off. Like easy money ain't always good money,
No,
you
it's
know.
not.
So
Yeah, it's definitely pay off. You know what I'm saying? But it's like
hmm,
when you look at it in that form in that sense, it's like nobody wants that that long run. What's a long run? Like, okay, so think about this. You see Kai Senate, you know what I'm
Who's
talking about?
he?
Kai Senate.
Mm, what about him?
This dude, okay, you know Kai Senate, right? You know who he is, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
The young he got millions and millions of subscribers. Like he was all the BET awards. Everybody said, "Oh, I'm gonna be a streamer now. I'm gonna be a streamer." You
Right.
know, but they couldn't show that stuff up. But yeah, they could. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. As our age, we used to watch that and be content with the ABC. We was not. You see what I'm saying? That wasn't even available like the way it is. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm
Hmm.
saying. Like as kids, we was not seeking to watch that crazy stuff. If our parents were, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That
that's the
wasn't our
digital
thing.
world that we in. It's so easy access to all the pornography, everything, sex
Yeah,
sales. It's just like, yeah, it's crazy.
right. That's why they've trying to put a cap on some of that stuff too.
Yeah.
They're trying to put a cap on it because I mean, and I'm just keeping it real. Like, and me as a kid, my people in the streets. You see what I'm saying? I knew about that part, but I was not watching all the other stuff. Like I was watching, the same stuff that all my peers was watching. We was watching stuff like, different world, family matters. You know what I'm saying? Stuff
Hmm.
like that.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even searching to see nothing about no. You know what I'm saying?
The closest thing you could get to like to see a female with the, boobs and booty out was Baywatch, and that was after 11 p.m. And I
Right.
used
And then
to
we
ask,
couldn't even watch that. They turn it off. And they wouldn't even let you watch Baywatch back in the day, man. Like
yeah,
for real.
I had to go watch on a different TV because my dad would sometimes be like, turn it off. But that was one of my favorite shows back in the day.
Right, Baywatch. Yeah, that Baywatch was the hardest when it came to like something like that, and they was on the beach.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Yeah, that was on the beach. But see, but BT, I'm talking about when we was younger compared to what these kids are growing up to. When I was growing up, when I first was growing up, I don't know, it wasn't on BAT, right? I ain't never see it at first. BET,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was
and then
MTV then BT. Yeah.
and then BET started off with like 106 and Park, like this is a lot of friendly content. You feel me? It was just friendly
Hmm.
content, man. Like it ain't all this stuff that they, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Like we thought we was going hard by going to church camp. We was kid, you know what I'm saying? Like yeah, we should go to a church camp. Y'all they were talking about. You had to get our mom permission and all that, get some little money for snacks and
Hmm.
stuff. That's what we was doing. Niggas is trying to go now. Youngsters is trying to go to Mexico and get some keys. You know what I'm saying? Then watch the Griselda Blanco story with old boy that was 16, became a millionaire. It's like, ooh,
Hmm. Right.
everything is changed, man. It's not look, I promise you it's not. I know it's not the same because when I say it's not the same because when I was outside, I was back when I was younger, I was on some more simpler things. And I know
Hmm.
I wouldn't even tell my nephew or nothing to do the stuff that I was doing. I wasn't really just breaking laws, like, but I could be outside at 12 o'clock on my bike. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get
Yeah.
in trouble, but I could be out there. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nobody gonna mess with. You know what I'm saying? It was
Hmm.
cool to do that type of thing, but now it's like, nah, you can't even let them kids walk to the stove.
Yeah. Hmm.
You really can't because, like I say, it's different. Like we program and social media. Only thing social media is doing is making us think that we have more options that we really don't have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We really don't have them options like that because it's a percentage game and the numbers ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
America can't. Everybody ain't gonna be in the six figure. You know what I'm saying? It's just ain't that ain't how it
Everything
works.
ain't for everybody.
Yeah,
You
it's
know what I'm
not.
saying?
It's look. It's
So
it's only 15% six figure people out here.
yeah.
15%.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very small amount. And then when you separate it from men and women, it gets very small. And but you see what I'm saying? It's like so if we sitting here waiting to find a 6-figure person, this is we looking at like 3% opportunity
Yeah.
because we got to separate the two. If I'm a dude looking to just get a deal and just blow up, you see what I'm saying? Like it don't, it's not even like that. Like even in our city, we only seen a few artists actually get somewhere. You see what I'm saying? The whole 40 years we've been out in this bitch. You hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Been out in this bitch for 40 years. And you would think that the way the music game look like you could win in it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
We ain't even seen too man say we ain't even seen too many people even do it. We seen some people get a buzz, and that ain't even a large percentage. Like a pretty nice buzz, but like make it,
Yeah.
all the way out there. Nah.
Yeah. Ma Bear and her. Yeah. It's too much going on. It's too much going on, baby. Like we all need to get it together because the way things are happening, if we don't get it together soon, shit, we ain't gonna have nothing left. We ain't gonna
and
have nothing.
and look, and the real reality of it is we doing it wrong, but we just not programmed to do it the right way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't even trust each other enough to start a bank. You see what I'm saying? We don't trust like we spend like if I put all my homies and the people I know together, all that money we spend in the club, that investment we could throw it in an investment that could
Yeah.
potentially be 2 million in 2 years. But we not gonna do that at all. That's out the picture. That's not an option. You hear me? Like no way that we're finna do that with each other. But we'll go. We'll all meet up at a spot and pay for that building. Make them all that money that night. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
We'll go up there, throw all that money in that spot, and let them eat. The owners and the yeah, they gonna eat, but we ain't gonna never do it to where we all can come together and throw. You see what I'm saying? Because we gotta flex. It ain't fun if all of us can do it. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's the mentality that this programming has created. Like, I mean, I've seen this. I've seen it. Like, so I seen some. Like, I had some white homeboys. Like, their parents were trying to show us, like, shit, sit down for like 2 years and do this and watch what happens. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Mhm.
We spending a lot of money every day for some shit we really don't need.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
We gotta become investors. That's where the money's at.
Yeah, we're consumers right now. They know black people gonna go buy some stuff up.
Right.
Like,
And we flex on being a consumer. We
yeah.
flex.
Mhm.
Yeah, I bought all that. I bought. You know what I'm saying? That's our flex.
Yeah.
Make it make sense then. You see what I'm saying? Make it make some sense then.
Yeah.
And then we kind of detoured from so. And this is topping up with this Diddy stuff, man. So what I seen is I seen him in a interview before all this happened. He was messing with some politicians and stuff, man.
Mhm.
You know, and I don't even know if what he said was real or not, but he was just trying to. Like he put some money behind. It's somewhat, I guess, I would call it the Black Wall Street of politics.
Mhm.
Now, knowing Diddy, he doing that to make himself bigger. But what I'm getting with Diddy, he pissed somebody off. You hear me?
Oh yeah.
He pissed somebody off, and they saying that he's trying to start this black politician group. He put his money behind it, which we never got to hear nothing about it. But he invested some money in behind it.
Mm.
Cause he trying to get to a higher level of power with his money, but they ain't, they ain't gonna want to allow that. But it's just like I said, man, Cash. Remember what I told you about Diddy case? Now they're saying it for sure. They said the nigga finna walk. He finna get time served. They're just saying it on TMZ.
Mm.
They said he got a standing ovation when they brought him back to jail.
Alright.
Yeah, they said, man, they said Diddy got a standing ovation when he got brought back to jail. Yeah, he got Diddy got a standing ovation, man. Now the prisoners look up to him because they like he beat the feds, but what they don't know is he didn't beat the feds. It was never about he was never gonna go like down like that. It's about teaching him a lesson.
Yeah.
So you gotta slap her. Hey, Diddy, make sure you know what I'm saying. Make sure you don't try to do that no more, boy. You hear me?
Yeah.
We let you get a billionaire. We'll take it from you. It wasn't like you know what I'm saying. Like when you think about it, compare Diddy case to any Rico case like O Block and them. Diddy is not like that, man. That's why I've been telling. I said, man, y'all niggas talk about Diddy. That nigga Diddy won't even, man. Say, man,
Well, I
come
don't put
on,
nothing
man.
past nobody, honey. You don't
No, I don't.
know.
I don't put. Look,
Sure.
this. No, what I'm saying is, do you know what a Rico is? Hold on. What? Give me one second.
Mm.
Like, think about what's a Rico. Any game, compare them niggas laying people out in the streets on cameras. Like, come on. Diddy won't even. Hold on. Give me one second. Think about what I'm saying. Like, I ain't saying put nothing past nobody, but you cannot just throw a label on somebody that ain't got it like that. You hear me? That's what we do, cause we look at somebody and think, oh, see that's why you have problems with some people because they look at you and say, oh, her name's Cash, and you see what I'm saying? And I can do, yeah, she got it like that. I seen her in the see, but you ain't supposed to. Diddy is not like that, man. I'm trying to tell you, that nigga, that nigga used to be running and jumping fences and shit from Suge. Come on, man. That nigga Bone straight walked up to Suge car, popped him, punched him out. Suge ran over his own homeboys. How much sense does that make?
Yeah.
Oh boy, Bone walked straight up to Suge in the car and said, "Let's just box," and pieced off. I don't know. Think about what I'm saying. Hold on one second.
Mm. It's crazy how he getting out all of that BS he did, girl. Yeah, it is. But honey, everything that's done in the dark will come to the light, and I guarantee you, he gonna get what's coming to him for whatever he did, in one way or another. This cause karma don't miss. That's one thing.
You said what?
Mama Bear had made a comment talking about it's crazy how he getting out all of that bullshit he did. And I told her, like, hey, karma, it's not gonna miss him. It's not gonna miss him at all.
Yeah, he gonna get his karma because look, okay. This I'm gonna put it on some street shit, right? So niggas that really hustle, right? When they drive around, they don't keep that thing on the things on them. They get all the way, driver and all that, woo woo, right? You know what I'm saying? But the
Mm-hmm.
people that try to be like that, they get caught with the shit in the back seat. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But a real hustler, the real people that's doing it, they flying cargo. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna take a lot to catch them like that. But a person that's trying to be one, you gonna catch them just right posted it. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When I say Diddy ain't all the way like that, that's what I mean, like literally to the T. That nigga ain't cut from that that cloth. He's a dancer. Now, whether he tried to indulge it, I'm pretty sure with that money he done some criminal things, but that's just not his MO. You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm sitting looking at the court thing that they cover, right? Cassie said that he said because, and I don't know what's going on with this Netflix movie that it's supposed to be having, but Cassie, she basically said like her and Capricorn or whatever said that, Diddy came back from a trip. He came over there. He knew they was doing drugs, right? So the reason why he got mad and beat Cassie that time, not because because she was doing drugs, because she was lying to him and wouldn't give him none. But what they said about that is she said, yeah, that's why because Diddy don't have the tolerance like that we do. They said that nigga, I know better than give that nigga some drugs. You feel me? That's what I swear. That's what she said. Like, yeah, because he can't handle this shit. They said they can't handle that shit like we can. They in that bitch doing it all day. Diddy just need a little bit and he can't handle it. You see what I'm saying? He falling out, you know what I'm saying, crying and shit. You know what I'm saying? I know you had somebody that can't even smoke like that with you. You know what I'm saying? Niggas start crying and shit. You gotta slap them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what she. I swear, it was like she was making fun of him in real life. She was like making fun of that nigga. Like, yeah,
I'm out here weak ass. No,
yeah. I'm telling you, that's man. Go back and look. She was like, yeah, that's why he be mad because we hid the drugs from him, but why y'all? Because he don't know how to handle it. He want to get high with He want to get high with them, but we like, nah, don't give Diddy none of that shit. And they gonna be outside dancing, butt naked. Take that. He gonna be doing some shit. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you. That's what they basically said. He gonna be doing some shit. You get him out. Yeah, he got the money to do it. So it's like, think about it. He's like, nah, don't get it, because that nigga gonna be talking about let's go to Paris real quick and butt naked. Like he gonna get into like it's gonna take him out his character. We need that nigga to be on his business mind frame. You hear me? But he fuck up this money for us. You see what I'm saying? For real. Like that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what they said.
I hear you.
Yeah,
He
we
said
can't get
all the
that.
Diddy mess is a cover up for something the government got cooking up.
Right. Yeah, it definitely is. And Diddy, he pissed off the wrong person. That's what he did.
Yeah.
It's obvious that he did that. It's very and did he know who he made mad? He know. He know who over him. You know what I'm saying? He know who feathers he done ruffled. You know what I'm saying? He knows. But like I say, this whole thing was just it's like a little tap of hey, he was just trying to show you, you know what I'm saying, you're a billionaire and all that, but don't get ahead of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't start feeling yourself, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Diddy, don't I'm telling you, that's all that it was. Like, because really, I mean, Diddy was just on some freaky shit with them drugs. Really? Nigga on some freaky shit with the drugs. See, look, they said another reason why the prosecution failed because Diddy never used none of his real bad boy staff to do none of that shit. He just used the ones that's doing this shit with him. They said that they was hoping that they could go through bad boy books and find him using a label, but when it all boiled down to it, it's just these people, the sex people. You know what I'm saying? Like he could have used connections and shit to do bigger shit, but it wasn't even that in depth like that. And then you can't have a RICO with one person. And that's what makes it they sit up there on the news and said that they was like the prosecutor was like, yeah, we definitely at a standstill because for one, for it to be RICO, it has to be other co-conspirators charged. You can't have a RICO. He can't have a RICO by himself. Then you know what they said? They said, well, Yeah, it is other co-conspirators, but we didn't charge them. Why? Because in a RICO, you know what that act is. You have to. You see what I'm saying? When they did a RICO on O Block, it's 200 people. That when they did a RICO, Big Meech and them, it's 150 people they got. You see what I'm saying? How do you do a racketeering with one person? That was never after a racketeering. You see what I'm saying? That never was. They were like she was saying that was after something totally different that we don't understand. They probably want to come get them tapes and shit. You hear me?
Hmm.
Probably heard. They probably found out this nigga on dope too hard, and we need to come get them tapes. You hear me? For this nigga leak them hoe. For this nigga make him a Diddy. Cause look, I'm still figuring out what was this Netflix thing he was finna do. He was trying to do. They was probably like, man, that nigga Diddy getting too high. That nigga got them tapes and shit. We got to get that shit, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, make it make sense because the feds don't lose, right? Well, they did lose. They got it for some, but I could tell that they was just like doing that. They was not trying to get him for a RICO. They was just trying to tie him up, get all that shit. You hear me?
Hmm.
Get all them videos and hard drives from him. You know what I'm saying? Take a couple of his spots where a lot of incriminating shit might be in there, in the walls and shit. Tell that nigga get the fuck on somewhere with that freaky ass shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I'm telling you, because when you listen to what Cassidy was saying, they basically saying it like, yeah, they enjoyed for the majority of the shit that was going on, but this nigga getting so high, he frivolous. He don't know he dropping the ball. You got too much of a impact on some shit to be sitting around there dancing and shit in a thong, nigga. hmm Nigga
Well,
want to come. Nigga want to come over there and party and get high.
mm,
Make it make sense. That's what he wanted. I'm telling you, that's what it was all about, man. I watched that part where they had really put Capricorn on the. They was tearing, man. They was wearing Capricorn out, lying ass. You hear me?
mm,
Lying. They did pull a burner phone where she was like a year before this happened. She telling Diddy, hey man, fuck Cassie. She a hoe and all that. I want to come back and work for you. I still got feelings for you. I love you. The fuck?
mm,
And didn't even know. And then whenever she tried to lie about the burner phones they brought her to, she said, and so what? And so what? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. That's what a person would do. You would expect that, right? You got caught. Yeah, and so what? So what was you telling Cassie and them to get burner phones for? Yeah, 'cause I was worried about her because of the things she was doing. Was she was doing the things orchestrated with you.
well,
Yeah, look, when they asked her why in this text, they said you was on a call with Laura London and Cassie. She said, no, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. I said, okay. Well, we got this phone record from here. It's what y'all call a burner phone, right? You know what I'm saying? We see the texts and all that. That's like, why would you need a burner phone? I don't need a burner phone. I do. And so why you tell Cassie and them to get one? And why you say you wasn't on the phone with Laura London when it's obvious it's on this burner phone that you got, you texting, you know what I'm saying, that y'all about the whole conversation on the phone.
mm,
And I did, you know what I'm saying? And I did. Okay, so why would you do that? Because I just told her this. They said, do do you always get burner phones? For what reason would you need a burner phone? And she said because she was worried about Cassie because of the things she was doing.
Mm.
But y'all all staffed together. You know what I'm saying? You're hiding everything that she's doing from Diddy. And you're participating in it. You see what I'm saying? That's why Diddy fired her. He ain't stupid. And then whenever Cassie out the picture, Capricorn come back say, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, I was telling that bitch don't do that, do this. You know what I'm saying? And I really love you. Come on, man. Like this one thing about it is Diddy hitting women and all that bullshit. That's fuck shit. That weird ass shit. That's fuck shit. But we know why all the people was there
Mm.
for the money. Cause when the feds brought the burner phones, this is what softened the case. Half the people that was up there telling is texting Diddy, hey, whatever you need, and I got you, and and the girl, I love you. You see what I'm saying? So make that make sense.
Mm.
I can't make this up. Like you really, Tisa Tells and all them was outside the courtroom. Yeah, but that's the real statements. Like it's documented. Like, come on, man. They was lying. I mean, it makes sense though. This nigga's a fucking billionaire. Like he didn't gotta force nobody to do shit. You hear me? What you mean? This man will change your life forever, right?
Possibly.
This nigga will change your life indefinitely by just kicking it with him. You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
Just being around Diddy for a whole year will change your life. He's a fucking billionaire.
Not everybody gets the same treatment though. So it just all depends on how he feel about you.
Right, but he shouldn't have to see. But that's what I'm saying. Like, think about this. He came terms to it. He know he don't got no real friends. The sad part is you got to pay motherfuckers to treat you a certain way. When he talking about friends and they all on payroll. All his friends is on payroll. You hear me?
Mm.
To hang out with him and shit. That nigga paying for friends, man. That shit got a little too deep, but yeah, he was paying for friends. Definitely. That nigga, that's what I said. I forgot who was saying that. So one of his people said, Diddy don't really got no friends like that, no real friends. All his friends are on payroll.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying what he did, what he's doing is right, but I'm saying what they was doing ain't right either. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What they was doing, man, because you can't, Cash, you ain't nobody can't hold nothing over your head. You can leave when you want to, man. He just happened to be a rich motherfucker. It's look at this. Man, I talked to somebody this like, hell yeah, I would have shit, I would at least cleaned up. I would have been the cleaner for the Freakniks. You know what I'm saying? He said, man, he was paying people $7,000 just to clean that shit. I said, so you really would go in there and clean up all that shit? Hell
Shit,
yeah.
I would too.
Female, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I had a female, she came in, she said, yeah, I clean, I don't give a fuck, all that shit, bandage, bondage, clean all this for 7 racks. Hell yeah. And clean that shit up.
My bear in her Fab Five said she couldn't help how she started to feel about him. And this is the same girl that was being used for trafficking. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm, yeah, I mean, that's why it's a slippery slope, man. That's why I'm saying it's just a slippery slope. That's why I say because in in P Diddy's position, he can't even expect like real love and shit where he at. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
That shit cutthroat. You hear me?
Man.
He in love and he out there on the road and shit. Can't be and then his girl love. You know what I'm saying? He come. That's why he came home. Cassie got like 15 people in his crib, man. You see what I'm saying? I swear that's what happened. And she's supposed to be getting ready for the movie. He was like, "Hey, man, what the fuck?" And then he calmed down because he just want to hit. He wants some of the dope. But they wouldn't give him none. That's why he beat her up. I said that's fucked up, right? That's why he put his hands on her because he know that they're doing drugs. And Capricorn told her, he said, "You was doing drugs." She said, "Well, I wasn't." And she even said, "I wasn't doing drugs with her. We always in our separate corners of the house doing our own drugs and stuff." And Diddy whole thing is y'all over there getting high without me. You see what I'm saying? That's what he was mad about. You hear me? It's sad, but that's what he was mad about. Y'all over here getting high without me. I promise you. That's what he was mad about.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all over here said drinking all my Ciroc and shit up, and I ain't got no shot. I ain't got no more baby oil left. You hear me? Y'all use up all the baby oil. That's what that nigga was tripping on. It's a simple shit. Simple shit. Cause look, the thing about it, the feds don't miss on shit like that, man. They gonna get it. Yeah, that's what makes it so funny. Like the feds and people talking about Diddy got away. He didn't get away. It's just the fact they wasn't even trying to charge him with the shit they put out there on there. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't trying to charge him with that shit, man. This shit was more so a political movement or something. There's something else going on behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? They were trying to silence some shit or something. I don't know. Ain't no telling.
It's like, why is it always the the successful black men that they are always trying to target and put in jail? Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, just to name a few. Like,
Because they easy targets. Because they successful, but they ain't always successful where they can play with the real big dogs. See, it's like, damn, niggas look at this. If we want to be real, them motherfucker wasn't expecting Diddy to be no billionaire. They was not expecting that to happen. They're like, oh shit, this nigga billionaire. He rubbing hands with the right people and all that. It's like the big dog's gonna always come. You see what I'm saying? Like in real life, you can't even make that much money without getting that call. You hear me? You can't. Dude, if you think you can sit up there and be worth 500 million and all that without getting, you know what I'm saying, extorted or shit like that, come on, man. It just don't work. The game don't work like that. That's not a you see what I'm saying? The game don't even work like that. You see these rappers killing each other just to get a piece of the fame without payment. You see what I'm saying? So imagine what the rich motherfuckers gonna do if you come up. You know what I'm saying? If you come up, you better stay out the way, and then you still gonna have to deal with the government because they know how much money you got because you supposed to tell them.
man, yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta tell them. You can't hide that. You can hide that shit from the city, but not from them. And that's when they're gonna be like, shit. I know you need protection and this and that, and make sure you're good every time you do your taxes every year. Just yeah. Why that nigga made that song? I don't know. My money. Yeah, that nigga know. He trying to stay afloat, but That little freaky shit, I don't understand that part. You know what I'm saying? He just tried to go too hard. It was weird. He's weird.
Mhm.
We already knew that. Nigga always trying to buy niggas clothes and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
They be trying to they try to buy 50 cents some clothes. They try to take 50 cents shopping and shit. Somebody, he's my friend. I was that nigga want friends so bad. You hear me?
Uh,
And then you would think, you know, it's so funny. Like you would think somebody like Diddy, you would think he got that nigga ain't got no real friends. You hear me? He get his friends off of buying them shit and taking them. You know what I'm saying? That nigga ain't got no real friends. I'm trying to tell you. Diddy, and a lot of people don't know. I forgot. 'Cause I seen on Ratchet show like this nigga was paying people like $24 an hour just to be up there like supporters and wear Diddy shirts outside the courtroom and shit like that. Smart. That's smart. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
That was people was on payroll to do that.
Mhm.
Like if you stayed in New York, you know what I'm saying? You can $24 an hour be I forgot the position they called it, but you know what I'm saying? A spectator. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga, $24 an hour, hell yeah. Nigga be out there sit outside all day.
Right. Right.
Screaming free Diddy. He didn't do it. Hell I do it. Well, when you said the pay period in, you know what I'm saying? You got
Right.
my direct deposit set up. He didn't do it. He didn't do it. You said I get a bonus if I did. You know what I'm saying? I get a bonus. Okay. Niggas out there for real like that. Man, I'm trying to tell you, like shit, that shit chess. But yeah, that nigga paying people to come support him, give them free Diddy shirts and shit. You know what I'm saying? Gift cards and $24 an hour, then you get to eat. You know what I'm saying? Shit, what you mean? They get to eat good. Go be out there the whole trial, stay there the whole trial, and I got you.
Yeah.
But but the thing about it is, what a lot of people ain't talking about yet, which I don't understand ain't hitting the ways, is that Keefy D shit coming out. Keefy D finna start going to trial for the murder of Tupac. He already implemented P. Diddy in that shit, man. He never let back on it. You know what I'm saying? He never, you see what I'm saying? He's still saying it to this day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Keefy D saying, yeah, that's what, you know what I'm saying? And that shit finna hit finna hit trial too. So I mean, I look at it like they're gonna try to come back and get him for something else. They just had to situate him, you know what I'm saying? Position him, you know what I'm saying? So he can't just go nowhere and shit. I think
Yeah.
that that's how they do it. They're gonna come back with some more shit, and they
Yeah.
saying that he put that money up like that, and they said he paid it. But the only thing that's is he didn't give it to Keefy D. He gave it to Keefy D homeboy with that got killed. So it's like
Mhm.
it's gonna make it a little harder. But we gonna see y'all. We gonna see what's going on. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on with Yellow Beezy case, man.
Yeah.
They ain't said nothing, but I know that Yellow Beezy's lawyer subpoenaed the jail phone calls from whoever is snitching because they trying to build a defense around it. You feel me?
Yeah.
They subpoenaed all the jail phone calls. That lets you know. They know who telling. Well, everybody know who telling at this point. But it's like shit. We don't. They gotta find a fault. You know what I'm saying? In between the case, like they gotta find discrepancy in them phone calls and shit. When the dude calling Yellow Beezy and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Saying this and that, they gotta find something to their defense to say, yeah, we can't, y'all can't even use that shit. And that shit probably ain't gonna even hit the fan till a couple years too. It's crazy. And his shit federal too, ain't it? In Texas. Yeah, his shit federal.
Yeah, because ain't he's still on house arrest, right?
Yeah, that shit federal, but he seemed a little somewhat comfortable about it. You know what I'm saying? He seemed a little bit in good spirits about it. I don't know what his lawyers is telling him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
I don't know what his lawyers is telling him, but he don't seem too. I mean, he don't seem like really, really, really fucked up about it. But they're gonna have to turn something that happened into a false, like you know what I'm saying, narrative. They're gonna have to make it look like them niggas from the GRC or whatever really orchestrate that shit on their own and just want the Yellow Beezy to be, you know what I'm saying, the payer or fall guy. Because in real life, the people that really did it, Yellow Beezy cool with him, but he ain't fully affiliated with him. Like them niggas ain't even on no payroll. You feel me? They're
mm,
they're not even on the payroll with him or nothing like that. They're not even in really none of his real music videos or nothing like that. Like these are just niggas that really want to get on so bad.
mm.
So it made me wonder what his defense is. Like, yeah, man, these niggas telling me this. I told them I ain't got nothing to do with you. See what I'm saying? But they say he one of the payers though. Shit.
Yeah.
Unless he can show that they extorted him. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, there was a transfer or something, 40K, right? Right before the stuff happened.
Yeah, from him, but they say he's just one of the pairs. But it's like for his defense, he gonna have to try to prove like they extorted him or something. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm,
these niggas was just some thirsty niggas out to get whatever, and he did that shit to because he just wanted to leave. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what they're gonna have to prove some shit to us to say like it was coerced. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
To say that all this shit was coerced, like yeah, man, me and this nigga got into it, and he, you know what I'm saying? And them niggas did, they try to tell me, so I just paid that little money because, that ain't shit for me, and made that nigga sign something to say he ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could be anything, but that's the way that shit go. Hey, but hold on, you want to watch that? Do you want to watch that last episode of the show?
mm-hmm.
I'm finna play it right now.